If you don't vote for me, you ain't black. Some famous words spoken by our fearless leader, Mr. Joe Biden, and a thought process that's been in the black community since I was a kid, or since I've been, born or whatever. And that is that if you're black, you vote Democrat. So that's why he felt comfortable saying, if you don't vote for him, you ain't black. Black, it's automatically known that black people supposed to vote Democrat, right? So when I heard that, it made me, because I'm a very inquisitive type of guy. I'm a historian. I'm a student of history. So it made me curious as to why is it like that, and how long, and how did it get like that? How long has it been like that? To where has it always been like that? To where black people just automatically Democrat? What happened? What caused that? We got a two-party system. Why did we always vote Democrat since I've been here? Okay, so I did my little research, and I had to go back in history. So y'all get y'all favorite drink, whether it be a cup of coffee, some liquor, whatever you want to drink, or Gatorade, relax, kick back, and let me take you on this history journey. And we're going to go back to 1828. That's when the Democrat Party was formed. They was the first party. They're the oldest political party in this country. The Democrats were first. And whether you knew it or not, they were for slavery. They believed in slavery, polygamy, all types of bad things, whatever you want to call it. And I didn't know that. So 1820, to keep that number in mind, 1828, the Democrat Party was founded. They're the originators of slavery in America. They're the biggest proponent of slavery in America. They're the ones that wanted slavery to keep going in America. Now let's fast forward to 18. I got my notes here. 1854, the Republican Party was founded. And in 1856, they had their first convention. And their platform was ending, they said they was going to end the twin relics. They call it the twin relic. You can go back and research everything I'm telling you. They're going to end the twin relics of slavery with the twin relics of barbarism, which was slavery and polygamy. So the Democrats believed in slavery, and they believed in having more than one wife. But anyway, so the Republican Party was formed by people that believed in freedom. Don't take my word for it. Go research it yourself. 1854, right? They were formed. 1856, first convention, which they came with their charter and their banner, which is they're going to end slavery, to keep it from spreading across the country, and they're going to end polygamy. That's what they ran on, right? 1856. Let me get my notes right here in front of me. Now, in 1860, Abraham Lincoln was elected. 6 weeks after he was elected, South Carolina, the great state of South Carolina, decided, which was all Democrats, decided to secede from the Union because Lincoln, which was a Republican, which I didn't know that. Abraham Lincoln was a Republican. Remember what I told you, the Republicans were against slavery. The Republican was up north. The Democrat was down south, better known as the Dixiecrats. The Heart of Dixiecrats, the Democrats. Yeah, that's who they originally were. So it was the Republicans fighting to end slavery. You know how we've been taught our lives that the Republicans are the racists and the bigots. That's what we was taught as black people. No, not so fast, my friend. The Democrats were the racists and the bigots. The Democrats were the ones that were for slavery. The Democrats were the ones fought tooth and nail to keep slavery going. It was the Republicans fighting against slavery. The Republican was up north. Abraham Lincoln was a Republican. So, like I said, 6 weeks after he was elected, South Carolina started they were the first ones to secede from the Union, which started the Civil War. Okay, we got that out the way. Now, after the Civil War ended, which we know how that ended, the North won or whatever. So after the Civil War ended, the Republicans passed the 13th Amendment to the Constitution. The Republicans passed the 13th Amendment to the Constitution. Go back and do your research. Don't take my word for it. All this is my research. Is a paper I got. I wrote it down so I won't forget. The Republicans passed the 13th Amendment to the Constitution, which freed the slaves. All right, they passed the 14th Amendment to the Constitution, which gave the slaves, the black people, citizenship. And the 15th Amendment gave black people the right to vote. This all Republican doing. All along, the Democrats still fighting for slavery, still fighting to keep their foot on black people's neck, right? Throughout all this. Okay. In 1870, the first black senator and congressman was sworn in, voted in America. Back in 1870, we had black senators and representatives. And guess what party they was from? Republican. Black people couldn't run with the Democrats. Republican. First black senator, first black congressman, 1870 were Republicans. Democrats wouldn't allow them in. And every black representative in the House of Representatives were Republicans up until 1935. The first black Democrat House of Representatives member was 1935. Before then, the only black House of Representatives was Republican. First black senator, first black congressman, Republican. Couldn't run Democrat. Okay. And every black senator up until 1979, I was born in 1972. The first black senator wasn't until 1979, and he was a Republican. Ain't that a bit? So, if the Republicans was the ones that did all this for black people, freed the slaves, gave us the right to vote, made us citizens, all these great things, fought against slavery, all that, how did we end up Democrats? I'm glad you asked. Okay, I'm sure if y'all have any knowledge of history, American history, you've heard of this thing called the Great Depression, right? Which was like very horrible economic times in the country, in the United States, right? So everybody was struggling, but black people were hurting even more. They say when America catches a cold, black people catch pneumonia. So during the Great Depression, white people, everybody was hurting, struggling. You had millionaires jumping out of buildings because they lost everything, right? Jumping out of, committing suicide. It was bad. The recession we seen ain't had nothing on depression. Ain't nobody had that. Everybody was messed up. So after the Great Depression, president by the name of Franklin Delano Roosevelt came up with the New Deal. Go back and research everything I'm telling you. I'm going to show you how we became Democrats. Or the Democrats became the party for the poor people, which, black people. Few white people were poor too. But overall, the poor people, Democrat Party was for the poor people because of the New Deal. The New Deal was a bunch of social programs to help the poor people. Hence, welfare, food stamps, all them type of things came from the Democrats. So basically, the Democrats bought our vote. They bought our loyalty by giving us a few trinkets. Hence, fast forward, we ended up with the ghetto. HUD, Housing and Urban Development. They gave us the projects. They fixed it to where we're going to give you all these few little trinkets. We're going to give you free housing or low housing, like, $2 a month rent, Section 8, all that stuff. We're going to give you that. But we're going to have you over here in this one area. But you got to stay over here. in this area. Hence the pride. That's why you got the black community, which is usually end up in the ghetto. They gave us the ghetto, low income, public housing, government assistance. All that was part of the New Deal. That's how we end up with the ghettos. They migrate. They made sure all the black people were pressed into this one little area. That's how you end up with the so-called black community, where you don't have nobody owning nothing. You don't own your house, and if you can do some research and find out that it is proven that when people own their homes, they take more pride into their homes, and into the land, into the property, into the neighborhood. So if you go to a neighborhood full of homeowners, it looks a whole lot better than a neighborhood full of renters, a low income Section 8. So that's why when you go to the ghetto, nobody owns nothing over there, so they don't have any pride in it. They don't take care of it. It ain't mine. I ain't paid nothing for it. I ain't had to do nothing to get it. Just have some babies, be poor, and they're going to give me a place to stay. But therefore, I ain't got no pride in that. So that's why when you go to the ghetto, it looks the way it looks, no pride. You go somewhere where people own the homes, own the property, they take better pride in it, they take better care of it. That's the mindset that the New Deal put in the black community. They gave us that crutch with the New Deal, and we've been messed up ever since. We've been voting Democrat ever since, don't even know why. Well, now I'm telling you why. So when y'all call me a sellout, really the black race is a sellout. They sold out the Republicans that had helped them from the beginning of slavery to get out of slavery all the way up until the New Deal. We was Republicans. As soon as the Great Depression hit, time got a little hard. This man come here offering us a little trinket or whatever. We forgot all about what the Republicans had done for us. We became like Janet Jackson. What have you done for me lately? That's what we told the Republican Party. You know, the ones that freed us from slavery. The ones that gave us the right to vote. The ones that made us citizens. You know, that did all that for black people. Them people. When hard times hit, when time got hard, we told them, appreciate what you done for us back then with that slavery and all that, but what have you done for me lately? Well, I'm going to go over here with these Democrats. They offer me some free cheese and a free place to stay. It's in the ghetto, but hey, something better than nothing. So, if you think I'm lying, just go back and do your research. And some people going to be mad at me, but hey, that's what I'm here for. Open some eyes. You hate me now, but you're going to love me later. So, y'all have a good night. I'm going to upload this video, and I got some more coming. If you haven't already liked or comment, not like and comment, do that too, like and comment. I'm sleepy, y'all. Forgive me. Subscribe to my channel, and I'm going to keep it coming. And I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good night. Don't vote Democrat.